Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome inside the Guilty as Charged podcast. My name is Steven, and as always, I am your host. And joining me today is a very special guest, Mr. Enrique, the president of the Die Hard Bolt Club. Enrique, thanks for joining me today, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, brother. I can't complain. I'm excited.
Yeah,
How you
man.
doing?
We got that fresh LT jersey with the DHBC patch on there, looking great. I have to do a quick shout out. Obviously, I love to bring people on here and kind of promote their stuff. And so, Rike has a concrete and a pool business that is absolutely thriving right now. And if you are in the Los Angeles area, cannot recommend giving him a shout out and hopefully contacting him for some projects there. And Enrique, you've got a giveaway as well to link to your Instagram page.
Yes. Thank you for doing that, Steven. I didn't know that was happening, so I really appreciate you doing that. Yeah, we just launched our website. It's lrgpools.com. And then same thing on Instagram, LRG Pools, and Facebook. All you got to do is follow the page, and you'll be entered to win a pair of Charger tickets. They're my tickets. So it's section 121, row 5. You're right at the end zone. We have our own private bar downstairs and everything. So um, it's exciting. So try to join.
There we go. There we go. Definitely can't miss that opportunity. I mean, tickets giveaways are always great, right? But if you get into that 100 section with that private bar, private area, hopefully one day I'll be there down there myself. But looks amazing. So go enter, follow Rike, show him some love, and obviously enjoy a potential giveaway. So Rike, we'll talk here about just kind of the Die Hard Bolt Club, because I know there are a lot of misconceptions, and of course I want to talk with you just about kind of what you're hoping for the season and things like that. Um, but I want to ask you first and foremost, you are newly the president of Die Hard Bolt Club. What has that transition been like for you, going from a member and you're a dad, you're a business owner, now you're president of the biggest Chargers fan club in the business. So what has that been like for you?
Dude, it's been a dream come true, man. When I joined back in 2017, 18, I believe. I think Sasha corrected me. Might have been 2018. Um, I remember meeting Brian Bolts. Remember meeting, joining the HBC. How excited I was to be part of the HBC, and now to be in charge of it. A couple years later, it's a dream come true. Like you said, running my own business now to now running one of the biggest, the biggest fan club that we have in numbers. There's obviously no disrespect to all the other fan clubs. You guys, I love all of them, and we show love,
Yeah.
support. But yeah, dude, it feels surreal. Like it just doesn't. It hasn't fully registered, I think, until the season starts. I mean, I've been busy like crazy. Don't get me wrong, especially with all the interest and all the fun stuff we've been doing with DHBC. I've been super busy, but I don't think it's fully registered. Um, all this good stuff that's happened to me, thankfully, I feel very blessed to start my business, to be a father, to run the HBC, like you mentioned. It's just a blessing, dude. It went from being a regular member that was super excited just to be part of it, to then getting my own chapter in the Inland Empire, to then now running, being in charge of like 32 chapters. So it's definitely busy. Keeps me busy.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, you guys are doing some great work. Obviously, expanding. There is a DHBC chapter in Utah that I'm good friends with some of the members up there as well. And what are some of your most recent chapters that you guys have been, installing, if you will, and where are you guys looking to expand to next?
so our most recent chapters have been kind of been putting a little bit on hold because we're trying to figure out some like logistics. But they're the newest ones that we're gonna have. It's gonna be Kansas City and Washington. But we recently introduced Idaho. He's been killing it, so that's a good one. Atlanta recently got introduced as well. They've been doing a great job getting ready for us to come out there. I think we opened up. What was the most recent one? I'm drawing a blank. What's the state right above Texas? Uh,
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. There you go. My guy Ricky. My guy Ricky. I know who it was, but I couldn't think of Oklahoma. See, I so much stuff going I forget some certain stuff. Which some that I'll clear up also that people kept asking who was the player that hosted that bowling thing when I was on Jen's podcast. It was Damon Square. I know there
Oh, no
was.
shit.
I can't believe I forgot that one. I finally remembered. I was like, damn it. So whoever's listening and was asking me those questions on Twitter, it was Damon Square.
There you go. I know Damien, posted a bunch of stuff about DHBC, and especially when he, officially signed with the Browns. I think he included you guys in a shout out, and of course the rest of the Chargers fans as
My
well.
wife
But
was for the people that didn't know. That's why I can't believe I forgot. His wife was part of DHT. She would always hang out with us at the StubHub and Thunder Alley and whatnot. So that was cool.
there you go. And you guys have most of Southern California covered at this point with various chapters and such whatnot, right?
Yes, we're really trying. I know the whole thing that happened on Twitter with Santa Barbara. We are trying to start something up there. So going back to your other question, we are trying to do Santa Barbara because I know there is a big gap there between Ventura, Central Valley, and then going further north. Just the moment since we're getting so close to the season right now, we're focused on all the stuff that we need to get together because,
Yeah.
this past day we went out to Swoop D's barbecue. Thankfully, San Diego and a couple other chapters went out there to support and had a meeting with the Thunder Alley guys to figure out what we're gonna do. So all that stuff is kind of coming into place. So we're kind of slowing down on the off season stuff where we start chapters and whatnot. But I think Santa Barbara is one of our main priorities, along with Kansas City and Washington for sure.
There we go. There we go. That Die Hard chapter in Kansas City is going to be amazing stuff for sure. You guys obviously have done a couple signing events recently. With Donald Parham had one, and of course Zion Johnson. And again, thank you for that. I don't know if you can tell, but Zion's picture is right here next to that Melvin Ingram helmet. So appreciate that. Looking out for me. I know you mentioned kind of slowing down a little bit, but you do have an event for training camp that's coming up for that first weekend in training camp. Why don't you tell our listeners about what's going down that specific day?
So every year during training camp, we try to make sure that we're all there on Saturday, the first Saturday of training camp. Obviously, a couple of us will be there. The first, I think it's 27th, it's Wednesday or something like that. We'll be there. But right after training camp, we all meet at the Hooters right down the street in Costa Mesa. And we try to just have like a big meet and greet. We do a bunch of giveaways, raffles. It's a great way to see each other right before the preseason game. And, that a lot of us haven't seen each other since the last season. So it's a
Yeah.
great time to get to see each other again. And for the new members to meet each other and then outside fans to get to hang out with us, see us, maybe be interested in joining. All that. All my members, when they found out I was going to be on today, wanted to remind you and Tyler that you guys better be there that Saturday. So wanted to make sure I said that.
Well, I will definitely pass along the invite. I'm kind of still waiting. Some of our listeners know my wife and I are built in the process of building a house, and so we're kind of everything is on hold right now because we're in the final stretches. We're about like 90% done with the house. So, once we figure out the closing date, then I'll be able to decide when I can get to training camp. But I cannot encourage this enough. Training camp is such a unique experience as a fan because you get to be right up there, up close and personal with all the players and being able to just digest what is happening in an NFL practice is so unique. And then, of course, being able to get to know all of the fans in a different setting because cannot recommend it enough. And of course, if you guys are going, check out the DHBC party afterwards at Hooters. So appreciate that. I'll let you guys know, obviously, if I'm able to make it that weekend. But I know Tyler's planning on being out there at training camp for sure.
I I look forward to meeting Tyler, and hopefully we can see each other again to recreate that picture we had last year.
Yeah, with our guy Josh, it's good stuff for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. Like you said, I encourage everybody to go out there, especially show our players some love, show them support, show them that we're here. Um, it's a great opportunity to get these guys seeing up close. First time I went training camp, I couldn't believe how massive these human beings are. It's insane. It's a great way to bond too. I always go with my dad every year. I take my dad to at least one training camp, and then now I'm taking my son as well. So it's a great bonding event for your family.
Yeah. And I know that a lot of people have said to us, like, oh, like tickets are super expensive. We can't get up to games. I mean, training camp tickets are free. So you just have to pay for gas, pay for, I think it's like $20 of parking or whatever. And, it's obviously not a game, but it's a great opportunity to get out and see the Chargers, support them, and hang out with the players. I know last year for the first Saturday, Chris Harry was there, and I forget their names right now. I know one of them is Adrian, but the
Oh,
Spanish radio calls, the Spanish radio guys were there as well, kind of just doing play by play of what was happening on the field, which is a really cool experience. And they kind of open it up to the fans as a whole, and several people got to go down and like give their thoughts on the season and stuff like that. So it's just a super cool experience that you don't really get to have just going to a game or something like that.
100%, dude. I had fun. I was actually I was up there talking with Adrian and
That's right.
I don't know their names, so it was fun. It's really cool. Definitely a great experience. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you mentioned obviously people who are not members, if they go to these kind of things, they can express some interest. How does somebody become a DHBC member if they are interested?
So if you guys are interested in joining the HBC, please find any of us on Twitter. My name on Twitter is Enrique, REEKAYY. You can message me on there, and I'll send you to the right place. You can message at Diehard Bowl Club. They'll send you to the correct place. I think we started a link tree now on our DHBC Twitter page to make it easier for everybody on what chapter is where. Pablo went ahead and created a big old map to show where the borders of each chapter goes, and I think they posted that on the link tree as well, so that way you can kind of get an idea where the chapters are at. So that was really cool. Thanks to Paulo. He's the one that's been helping us with all this new technology and the link tree and the application process and the map. He's been helpful with that because I'm not very computer savvy. So
It's all good, man. It's all good. We'll get you a, I mentioned we want to talk about some of the stuff that's happening on the field, of course. What's something that you're super excited about for this upcoming season, whether it be, of course, a potential matchup on the schedule or a specific player that you're looking forward to kind of taking that leap forward? What are you kind of excited and looking forward to for this year?
the revenge game against the Raiders is
Yes.
winning day, but being in Vegas, you guys were there. I was talking so much crap during that game. My to other fans that were around me, and I need that revenge because I definitely went home very sour, and it was I think it was the most heartbreaking game I've gone through as a fan because of the roller coaster ride that it put me through. So I'm really looking forward to that revenge game. Got a couple side bets with my fellow Raider friends from high school and whatnot. So that's the main game I'm looking forward to. As far as a player taking a leap, shoot, you name it. I know we have so many amazing players. You got to be rooting for Asante. That's my guy. He came out to support us actually last year at Chicky Chickies and whatnot. So I feel like I'm rooting for him heavy. And I know, unfortunately, with the concussions and whatnot, hopefully this year he gets that full season and shows what he's really about because he had some shining, amazing moments. So that's the guy I'm looking to make the biggest leap. I'm also just really looking forward to seeing Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa just being right next to each other. Man, that should open up Derwin to do some really amazing things. So that everything's exciting right now. It's been a while since we've been this.
Absolutely. This is definitely the most excited that I've been heading into a season. And large part of that is due to the defense, and it's just got some great storylines to look forward to this season. And I agree, man. That Raiders game is going to be something else to behold, and I can't wait to hopefully get there again. Schedule willing and all, but that Week 18 game in Vegas has been on my mind for like the last 6 months about everything that has kind of happened and what could have been if they would have been able to win that game and make the playoffs and stuff like that. So got to get their revenge. Got to fill up SoFi with some powder blue this time as opposed to that ugly ass silver and black. But definitely excited for that and everything else that you mentioned.
No, please, guys, don't sell your tickets. Try to be at this game. I know it's tempting that, we need you there, especially against the Raider fans. Like you said, we're not trying to see that ugly ass black. let's fill it up with some blue, baby.
Absolutely. So, looking forward to all that. Looking forward to hopefully getting out to training camp, like I mentioned. Uh, Everybody listening, please make sure and give Enrique a follow. Check out Die Hard Bolt Club if you're interested in just gaining some more access as a Chargers fan. You know, having a stronger sense of community. Check them out. They do some great work. They've done great work for the community as well as, of course, just establishing connections for everybody to check into. I know earlier this season they had a cleanup project at one of the beaches down there in Southern California. So show them some love, show them support. Check out Enrique's giveaway as well. It's a very simple giveaway, right? All you have to do is follow him on Instagram and you're entered. So check that out. Enrique, thanks so much for joining me today, man. Can't thank you enough for taking the time out of your busy day and joining me tonight.
Dude, thank you for having me on. Honestly, man, you've been my guy from day one. So I appreciate the love you and Tyler and everybody else shows from the Guilty as Charged podcast. And I look forward to seeing you guys this season, having some one-on-one time and having some beers and hanging out, man. So I'm excited. Hope to see you guys soon. I forgot you don't drink, so
That's okay. Tyler can have my beer for me.
We'll be having a water with you. But I'm definitely excited to see you, brother.
Likewise, man. Can't thank you enough for joining me. Hope to see you soon.
So I'll see you soon, brother. Have a good one. Thank you, guys.